Okay, good evening YouTube and Twitch. This is Harmony Muse back with more Final Fantasy XIV. Today we're going to take a step back from the main story for a while, given that I just completed 3.0 literally earlier today. What we're going to do from here is I'm going to, if you haven't already seen by the title, I'm going to take a break from Samurai even, and we're going to see how the healers live. The next day or so, possibly longer, I'm going to take a break from the main story because I've been rushing it for a good long time, and I'm going to level up a healer class. Namely, I'm going to level up Conjurer, which becomes White Mage, just like Marauder became Warrior. So how you join a new class after you've already been one is you go to the guild hall. In this case, the Conjurer Guild Hall is in Gridania, the Stillglade Fane, right here. You go up to the receptionist, like so, and she'll start giving you a storyline. Welcome, adventurer. You are come to Stillglade Fane, home of the Conjurers Guild. We conjurers harness the powers of earth, wind, and water that abound in nature, and thereby weave spells of healing and protection. Ever do we seek noble souls to initiate into our mysteries. Might you be such a soul, come to join the guild? Then allow me to provide you with an overview of what it is to be a conjurer. Conjuring is the art of healing and purification. Its practitioners harness the power of nature that they might bring about change in the form of spells. Primitive magic such as once wrought by individuals known as mages, meaning those with the ability to manipulate ether, has existed since the dawn of time. It was not until some 5 centuries ago that conjuring emerged from this shapeless agglomeration of spells and charms, an event which led to the founding of Gridania. In those dark days, the elementals would not suffer man's presence in the Twelves wood, forcing our forebears to make homes beneath the earth, in the great subterranean city of Galmora, the Palace of the Dead. See how things tie together? Letting their desire to settle in the Twelves wood continue to burn fiercely. Time and again they sought to curry the elementals' favor. Unlike men and other creatures bound in temples of flesh, the elementals are beings of pure ether. Recognizing this, the mages of old reasoned that their talent for etheric manipulation might allow them to commune with these theretofore enigmatic entities. It took 5 long decades, but our forefathers finally succeeded. Their reward? The elementals' permission to dwell in the Twelveswood. So it was that the nation of Gridania was born. Since that time, the elementals have taught us to live as one with nature, speaking to all Gridanians through the hearers, those mages who are able to commune with them. And for their intimacy with the elementals, the healers would go on to attain greater mastery over the forces of nature. Thus did they conceive the art of conjuring. And that, my most attentive listener, is a brief history of conjuring. If you've a mind to walk on our path, I wholeheartedly recommend you join the guild. It would be my pleasure to explain the initiation process to you. Pray speak to me again when you're ready. Is your mind made up? Are you ready to join the Conjurers Guild? That is well. I shall introduce you to our guild master, Brother Isumiyan. Brother Isumi presides over the Conjurers Guild even as he serves the nation as a hearer. You will find him in the meditation area within. Go to him and make known your desire to join the guild. Fair warning, nudity incoming. The reason for that is whenever you change a class, or change into a class for the very first time, any equipment that class cannot equip is automatically unequipped. White mages, or level 1 white mages, can't wear level 60 samurai gear. Greetings, adventurer. I am told you wish to become a conjurer of Stillglade Fane. I am Brother Isumiyan, the master of this guild. Before you were formally accepted into our ranks, I would impart to you the principles of conjury. Pray attend me well. Conjury is an arcane art that takes life in the living for its domain. Its primary purpose is salving the hurts and the granting of protection. Adventurers such as yourself oft stand upon the front lines of battle. Owing to this, you are like to find yourself in many situations wherein a capacity for healing would be advantageous. Mind you, there is more to conjury than that. By harnessing the power of earth, wind, and water, conjurers are also capable of weaving spells that wreak havoc. In terms of sheer destructive power, conjuring may pale in comparison to thaumaturgy, but its capacity to defend one against aggression more than compensates for this relative shortcoming. And mastering healing and purification, not only will you be able to mend wounds and purge afflictions, you will also be able to breathe life back into the fallen. More than simply healers, yet not true dealers of destruction, conjurers realize their full potential when they employ their powers in support of others. This, my dear adventurer, is what it means to be one of us. Mayhap that was too much to grasp on a single hearing. But worry not, for the meaning of my words will become clear to you in due time. Aye, you will come to understand that conjury is not the sole province of the conjurer. Should you wish to walk our path, I must ask that you solemnly vow to embrace nature, to heed the will of the elementals and the 12s would alike. Can you make this vow? Yes. I state your name, blah blah blah, so help me the core. I knew your answer ere your lips had parted, yet I am no less pleased to hear it. By the power vested in me, I hereby name you a member of the Conjurers Guild. If you would be so kind as to lend me your hunting log, I shall add to it the names of creatures as would pose a suitable challenge for a conjurer. And to mark this momentous occasion, I present to you this cane. Though it may be old and weathered, it will serve you as well as you take your first steps upon the path of a conjurer. Take up your cane and present yourself to me once more. I would assign you your first task as a conjurer of Stillglade Fane. And very quickly covered right back up. The part of a conjurer becomes you. Without further ado, I shall assign you your first task as a conjurer. Beyond the city gates, you will encounter squirrels, ladybugs, and funguar. I would have you slay 3 of each. Lest you wonder how I could so coolly order the taking of life, know that things are not as they once were. As a consequence of the calamity, and I may add through no fault of our own, these creatures have become a burden to the Twelveswood, a burden it cannot well bear. As a conjurer, it is your duty to carry out the will of the forest, and by employing your powers in so doing, you will come to learn something of the art. Go now and perform your first task in the name of the elementals. So, long story short, I need to go kill shit. So, conjuring is about harmony with nature, you know, peace, love, dope, that kind of thing. But my first quest is to go kill things. Figure that out. And we're good to go. Let me check on that. Oh. Well, if you're wondering how Fan is, I spoke to him a little bit earlier after my last stream, and apparently he was talking just fine. So I think whatever bleeding he had was taken care of by this point. Yeah, so your basic conjuring magic that you learn at level 1 is the classic stone spell. You'll notice that because I picked ones that are at my character's level, I'm getting that chain bonus. Combine that with the Warrior of Light Helmet XP bonus and the Heat of Battle Guild bonus, as well as the Armory bonus, I'm leveling very quickly. This is by design. And this is on purpose. Before we go any further, we're checking our traits. Okay. Stone Mastery, Prepure. It is my sincere intent with this to get a character class to the point where I can, in fact, show you a dungeon from the mindset of a healer. Totally different ball game from the healer side. Rather than worrying about the DPS or the tank not pulling hard enough or the healer not healing, you're having to make sure everybody's not getting themselves killed being stupid. And here we get the first white mage dot. Never discount the usefulness of damage over time spells. Seriously, they might do little front-loaded damage, but the amount of damage they do over time more than makes up for tossing one into your rotation. Now you're gonna think, oh my lord, it's gonna take forever to get a character up to snuff, given how long it took me to get my samurai up to 60 and my warrior up to 50 before that. You'd be surprised. Welcome back. The elementals have told me of your success. By placing yourself in the midst of nature and seeing it with the conjurer's eyes, you have taken the first step along the path to enlightenment. Healing, protection, and destruction, through our spells vary in function, they all derive power from the same source, the forces embodied in all creation. By gaining a true understanding of these, a conjurer may call upon them to manipulate his environment, thereby realizing the state of being that he desires. Ah yes, yours is a familiar look. The very picture of confusion. Be not disheartened, for comprehension shall come in time. For now, you must learn to reach out with the forces embodied in each of us. Pray hearken to mine instructions. Breathe deep and open your eyes to that which cannot be seen. Feel the myriad of life around you, and draw upon this boundless reservoir of energy. Take up your cane and use it to lend that energy form. Go forth, my young conjurer, and be at one with the world. Return to me when you've learned to draw upon the forces around you with the self-same ease you draw upon those within. Etc. Next conjure request, level 5. So, basically, they've turned healing into a religion, it seems like. Nothing wrong with that. And after all, if you play D&D, what's your most effective healer but a priest? Hey, Master, thank you, buddy. I appreciate it, man. That's mighty cool of you. Now, because they're a very low damage dealing job, one thing you'll see me doing fairly often is summoning a chocobo when soloing as my white mage. I'll find out what the fuck I did with my thistle greens. How'd you end up that far out of field? Okay. I decided to go with this fade over here for the simple reason that it's named something I find humorous. Breaking Bud. So a Breaking Bad reference, but with Bud. That's it, little buddy. We are absolutely not gonna get. I can't even remember what I was trying to say now. We're absolutely not going to get any type of experience chain because I'm fighting monsters literally half my level. But back in my level 1 human woman garb. It has been a while, hasn't it? Well, I'm gonna damn near be automatically level 50 or level 5 by the time I'm done with this fade. I'm gonna be level 5 before I finish the fade, that's for sure. I have no problem with that. And there we are at level 5 with halfway into level 6 already. The early levels come so very quickly. check something real quick. Companion has 24,000 XP before it's rank 5. And how are we doing on our challenge logs for killing with Companion? Well, we'll get that just from challenge logs, it looks like. It is good to see you again. By the air of serenity that surrounds you, it is plain that you have learned how to draw upon the energy of creation. I am glad. It is the wellspring of all our power. Yet the energy of creation is not one thing but many, and to call upon all without first knowing each is conjury at its most basic. As part of your continuing education, it is my desire that you now learn about the element of earth. Make your way to the blessed button of the North Shroud and there partake of Hero Nolanel's wisdom. The depth of his affinity for the elementals of rock and soil is all but unique amongst conjurers, and he is a gifted instructor besides. You may be certain of receiving a most enlightening lesson on the subject of earth. Check on Fan, still no word. Now, where was this? Okay, Blessed Bud, over here. And what do you have for me, my good man? You seek here Nolanel? Or Nolanel? Then seek no more, for you have found him. What can I do for you, friend? Oh, so Brother Isumiyan bid you to come to me to learn the element of earth. That is well. The power of earth is the solid foundation upon which a conjurer stands. I could happily lecture you for days on its intricate variations and properties. But I would rather suspect that the busy life of an adventurer would not afford me the time required for such an extended discourse. Accordingly, I shall offer you an opportunity to experience the qualities of earth firsthand, in combat. Now, mark me well and do exactly as I command. East of here, in the grounds of the Trees Peak stables, there exists a patch of soil that bears the mark of corruption. Seek it out. When you have found the place, reach out and focus on the reach out to the focus of the earth's trauma. Attempt to commune with it as all conjurers can. Resentful of your intrusion, the tainted being that feasts unseen upon the energies seeping from the wounded earth shall then appear. Using the powers of conjury, strike it down and permit the land a chance to heal. Much of the nature of earth will be revealed to you during the struggle. I trust you will return to me a wiser woman than she who now departs. So you want me to go pray at a spot of corruption and then fight the thing, okay? So this is less priest and more druid. Painted Earth Sprite. Okay. And now back to Nolanel or Nolanel. Welcome back. The elementals whisper of your accomplishments. How did it feel to confront the embodiment of Earth? To endure its onslaught? To feel the crushing power of this element shaken has the crushing power of this element shaken the very nature of your bones? Or marrow of your bones? Corruption occurs when the land's wounds are prevented from healing. In vanquishing the tainted sprite, you permitted the Earth's energies to flow unimpeded, and nourish the land once more. That's kind of Taoist right there. Can you not sense the strength of the Earth returning? Already the land begins to heal. Thanks to your actions, that field will once again bear bountiful crops. When next you have reason to call upon your art, look back upon this task and that which you've accomplished. Experience once more the grinding weight of the Earth's fury, and revel in the memory of life flowing anew through the land you helped restore. With such thoughts will your understanding of nature continue to grow. I hope you were paying attention, Sylphie. See this adventurer here? She came all the way from Stillglade Fane just to hear my lesson. You would do well to learn her example. If you wish to become a conjurer worthy of the name, you must make an effort to study nature. Do you attend me, young lady? Why should I bother studying nature? I can conjure already. See? You have a rare gift for healing, Sylphie. A wonderful gift. If there is more to being a conjurer than... But I don't want to do more. I want to heal. I'm good at healing. You can't make me do those other things. Sometimes I wonder why I even try. Sylphie joined the guild shortly before you came to us. As you yourself just experienced, she possesses a prodigious talent for healing. Indeed, despite her tender years, I know a few conjurers who are her equal in that field. Alas, nature, the very wellspring of her power, holds no interest for the child. When she should by rights be learning about the land, she prefers instead to wander it, healing people on a whim. You, in contrast, have been a most attentive student. I have taught you all I know about the element of Earth. You may report back to Brother Isumi and tell him as much. Now back to Stillglade Fane and Gridania. Boring? Yes, I know. But before I can start getting to group healing, I need to at least make level 10 for the guild tests, and level 15 for Satasha Sigurd, which is in fact our main goal for tonight, is to get that far. Shouldn't take all that long. We've already made level 5. Ah, you have returned, but tell me, how did you fare under Nolanel's expert tutelage? Have you delved deep into the earth and felt its suffocating weight? Its life-sustaining vigor? Such experiences will serve you well. And do you have anything else to report? A fledgling conjurer named Sylphie casting healing magic upon you. How kind of her. I must confess to sharing Nolanol's frustration with the girl. As you've already witnessed, Sylphie possesses a natural talent for the conjuring of mending and restoration. Alas, her gifts appear to have blinded her to the need for study, and she outright refuses to learn about the natural world. She knows nothing of the elements of earth and wind, and is quite incapable of conjuring even the tiniest pebble or the faintest breeze. I have tried upon numerous occasions to explain to her that conjurers who are ignorant of the source of their power pose a risk to themselves and others, but all to no avail. Should she continue to deny the debt she owes to nature, and indulge in ever more reckless displays of power, there is every possibility that she will create a dangerous imbalance. Needless to say, I am presently at a loss to know how such an eventuality might be prevented. A thought occurs to me. It may be that your encounter with Sylphie was ordained by the elementals. Should you chance to meet with her again, I ask that you strive to impress upon her the importance of opening oneself to nature's voice. Mayhap she will listen to you. But we have discussed our wayward pupil's education long enough. Let us speak instead of one of my more willing pupils, namely you. The progress you have made does you great credit. Though you are yet new to the art of conjuring, you are no stranger to nature's embrace. Considering all you have learned, I hope that you understand the true significance of these words. I don't get my next quest from him until level 10. So time to go find shit to do until level 10. That ought to be easy. I'll just go do more fates as I run into them and go clear out my hunter's log. Mightlings next, then she... Okay. Mightlings and midges, okay. Can do, can do. We're gonna try to fight you. I have no business doing this, but hey. Almost got you dead. Got that handled. Got a level out of it. It was called a Chuba, and the quest was and the fate was called Chuba Snacks. Heh heh heh, real funny there. Now we are looking for... What was it again? Right, midge swarms. See how high a level of a midge swarm we can find. Level 5 ones here, but we don't want level 5 ones, do we? Let's try going a bit north to see if we find higher level midges. I don't know about midges, but we did find a quest. At the very least, our Chokro is going to get a new level out of this. I'm getting pretty well on there too. Right. We found level 6 midges. I'm sure where there's level 6 midges, there's going to be level 8 midges. We found level 7 ones, so that ought to do. Come on, we got you. Level 7, just that easy. Let's check the other two. The next two were Chigos and Water Sprites in... Okay, and those were in Central. Go directly to the source farm. Left on my mind. I'm gonna do something I really shouldn't. I'm 3 levels under that fate. It's going to be very dangerous for me. But we're doing it anyway. And the words of Cave Johnson, life gives you lemons. Don't make lemonade, get angry. Ask to see life's manager. Burn life's house down with the lemons. It's only going to take 12 kills to do this, too. Not too shabby. Got to a 280% bonus. This is why we do these things. Three more ought to do it. For the fate at least. This last one should do it. After this, I'm gonna go deal with the Chigos and water sprites. Chigo should be right around here. Water sprites were at least. Now are these Chigos? What is a Chigo really? The fuck? Spork sauce. What are you? Pyramithra. Okay. Not my circus, not my monkeys. There's our sprites. Where's the Chigos? Oh, here's our Chigos. Okay. Okay. What do we have next? Neurochews and Neuroshroud, the Scythids swarms are... Okay. And vultures of the honey yard. Too late to make a difference, but might as well. I'm not helping. I'm helping appreciably, at least. I'm not making it in time. I'm gonna make it with one guy left to go. Aww. That ain't cool, man. Breaking it off by that little. That ain't cool. do I have? Neuro Choose. I can do those in North Swarm. Okay. Looks like it's back to North Swarm, or North Shroud then. Making good time. We're gonna have you where we're going. Killed. That was painful. Gotta rest up and get my mana back a bit. Okay. Let's get this done. What are missing? Arbor buzzards? Let's go get them then. I've got arbor buzzards, and I'm definitely going to need my favorite bird. Oh, it's northern vultures, okay. Go, trusty meat shield. This one should absolutely put me over the top of level 10. This is just... Today is just a laid-back day, mostly because, A, I want to de-stress from doing the main story for so long. B... Ricky told him... I ain't feeling that great today. I just want to do something light and easy and low stress. Ooh. My AoE heal. Oh dear. Trying to do something here for a moment. Okay, got the screenshot I needed. Now to get to Stillglade and start my level 10 quest. How much you want to bet that little Sylphie's involved there too? But first, it's a good thing that I did some leveling of Arcanist earlier, so not really having to worry about the gear. Okay. of Wind. Greetings. Each time we meet, the part of Conjurer befits you even better. In your previous lesson, you learned about the element of Earth. It is my desire that you next become acquainted with the wind. Travel to Full Flower Combe in the East Shroud, and seek the teachings of Hero Wolfview. Though scant few years have passed since her coming of age, Wolfview is a conjurer of consummate skill who is able to define the will of air elementals with uncommon clarity. I can recommend no better tutor for your lessons in the mysteries of wind. Okay, so Lancer's Guild is where we're going for the Aetheryte. But each of these tend to follow a similar concept. You learn about the history of your guild. You go through tests and instructions. Level 15, you learn one ability through your job quest. Level 30, or through the class quest. At level 30, you learn another. At which point, the job upgrade opens up. From there, you just keep having job quests every 5 levels. I don't want to, but I must. No better early level up than Fates. Well, we got a kill. Not many. Let's see what you have for me, pal. Wolfview. You must be Wilhelmina. Brother Isumiyanto sent word to expect you. It shall be my pleasure to instruct you on the patterns of gusts and gales. Now, how to proceed? Pray forgive my hesitation. It was but recently that I attained the title of Hearer, and, well, you're my first student. Yes, I believe I have a suitable task for you. To the east of Sweetbloom Pier, there is a small spring, giving rise to a pool. Go there and clear the air of the honeybee swarm which lately took up residence in the area. You seem uncertain. Mayhap you wonder what the connection between my request and the subject of your study? I sympathize, but trust me. Inexperienced as I may seem, this deed will deepen your understanding of wind. Less than 5 minutes for a healer kill. That's living, people. That's living. You better have more for me than just killing one swarm of bees there, lady. That was really rather boring. Welcome back. I take it the bees are no more? Tell me, did you happen to notice any of the Vilekins' preferred flowers in the vicinity of the spring? I ask because there were none. Strange then, is it not, that the bees should choose to congregate there? And what has caused this aberrant behavior? Still your mind and reach out with your senses. Can you feel it? The path of wind veers from its natural course, sweeping hapless creatures along with its wake. Something is playing havoc with the air currents. Such a disturbance bespeaks corruption. Return to the spring near Sweet Broom Pier and search for pockets of corrupted air. Should you find one, use your powers of Conjury to disperse it. You're about to see me do some group content as a healer. Now, that's going to be interesting because I have no damn clue what I'm doing. We're going to wait. We're going to wait on doing that because it's an instance. And I want to get that guild test on first. Here we go. Let's see what guild tests they got for me. Watch the tank. I'm gonna give it to the tank. Watch, I'm gonna get at least one. I'm gonna get at least one commendation from that. Oh my lord, I just realized the tank. Gibberish weeaboo name. Yeah, you're getting... Okay. 3 commendations. Okay, we'll take it. We will friggin' take it. That was glorious. Thank you, and God bless you wherever you are, Mr. Gibberish McWeeaboo name. Also, holy shit, triple comms. It's good to be the healer. lady, you're supposed to come help me with this. The sprite's presence is palpable. You should not face it alone. Leave the healing to me. Channel your energies into offense. Raw sludge. Here, I think, is the course of our problem. Don't worry, we'll kill it. Huzzah! We did it! Well done. The wind no longer keens its frustration. Let us return to Full Flower. I must apologize for exposing you to danger. The corruption was greater than I anticipated. But it is through such trials that we flourish as conjurers. Now then, what did you learn as you struggled within the air's grasp? You will doubtless notice or have noticed that the wind does not strike with the instant, crushing force of earth. Instead, it torments one's form, dancing across every surface and leaving 1,000 tiny wounds in its wake. These are the agonies of erosion. Having experienced such pain, you are intimately acquainted with the wind's capacity for patient destruction. No land is a stranger to its power. When you stand under distant skies and feel the wind's familiar caress on your skin, remember the lessons you have learned here this day. I suppose I should be grateful that this latest elemental disturbance manifested itself at such an inopportune time. Only the gods know what I would have taught you had it not. Yet the growing frequency of such phenomena begins to concern me. While it is true that the calamity wrought much harm on the Twelves Wood, I suspect some other forces at work here. I bid you remain wary. But, enough of these ominous rumblings. I regret to say your time with me is at an end. Return to Stillglade Fane and inform Brother Isumi of your newfound mastery. Oh, and be sure to thank him for sending me such a willing first student. Right way. Hempen dress gloves. Why don't I just use the aetherite rather than padding out time like this? But that's wild. In one little less than 5-minute guild hest, I got more comms than I'm used to in 2 or 3 days in my samurai. That's really sort of silly when you think about it. But hey, what can you do? Welcome back. The elementals inform me that you've opened your ears to the voice of the wind. That is well. Having made allies of two elements, you are well on your way along the path of the Conjury, though full comprehension of these forces will only come to you in the fullness of time. Be patient. As you seek to embrace nature more fully, so will nature hold you more closely. They made you actually study, they made you study wind? Why bother? You don't need wind to heal things, whatever those dreary lessons tell you. Conjury is inextricably bound with nature, Sylphie. That dreary lesson is one you should have learned by now. I assume by your presence here that you've once again abandoned your tutors? You must understand, if you persist in casting spells without the proper knowledge. I have all the knowledge I need. My mother never needed to embrace nature to heal, and the people she helped were thankful for her art. I'll learn conjuring the same way she did, and become just as great a conjurer, you'll see. But I didn't come here to argue with you. I wanted to tell you that I've discovered how to cast rays. What? How? What are you thinking, girl? You know not what you do, what you risk. You are meddling with forces beyond your comprehension. Should you even attempt to use that spell, I will have no recourse but to strip you of the name of conjurer and banish you from our halls. Do I make myself clear? Why must you be so angry with me? It's not as if I were trying to hurt anyone. But that's... Sylphie, my dear child, that is precisely the point. My apologies. I hope you do not find these constant disruptions distracting. As you have just heard, Sylphie's mother was also a conjurer who was unable to use any spells outside of the sphere of healing. Needless to say, Sylphie seeks to emulate her in every way. It is a rare and wondrous talent to heal without relying on the energies of nature, but such power is not born of true conjuring. By all that we know of the art, it should not be possible for Sylphie to cast rays. I shudder to think of what would happen if she tried. I fear my inability to set her on the true path reflects my own failings as a teacher. I am only glad that those same failings have not hindered you. Whether it be with my help or in spite of it, I believe you will become a fine conjurer. Already you are blessed with great power, and more shall be yours if should you persevere with our art, as I indeed hope you shall. Yet however much you grow, however powerful you become, remember that ours is a power borrowed, not taken. Ooh, new stick. We like new stick. We're gonna queue up for another. Yeah. While that's going, we're also gonna make our way back over to the east, or to the Eastern Shroud. Part of me really wants to say screw it and do a Palace of the Dead run. Screw it, let's do a Palace of the Dead run. Better. Oh, hey, fan. Yep. It's cool, man. I understand the martial arts, and that's I understand you having your first day back in martial arts, and that's exactly what I'm doing. As you can see, my title being "So You Want to Be a Healer." So, your first night back in martial arts after how long, buddy? Waiting on a DPS to hit their button. Come on. Rome wasn't built in a day, little DPS dude. God damn it. Let's see what this fabled cleric stance does. Oh, increases attack magic potency by 5%. Give it to the tank. And let's see what I get for that. I've gotten 5 commendations today just from healing 2 guild hests. 5 commendations. 2 instances. That's more combos than I've seen in a week as a samurai. It's good to be the healer. I'm liking it. I find myself actively liking doing this job. Oh yeah, Mom was wanting to know how the bleeding went and if you're alright. A Pegasus. I like that. There's Pegasus mounts, there's unicorn mounts. Is there an alicorn mount? But yeah, like I said earlier, my mother was asking about the whole thing when you had to drop out when we were doing the last bit of Heavensward this morning, or afternoon rather, and you said that you because you were bleeding, you had to go. Just want to make sure you're okay now. Oh God, Ryoga Hibiki. Only worried about completion at the moment. Not worried about anything fancy, just getting her done. Get her done! 2 healers. This must be my birthday. Oh crap, I forgot about a role-playing group. We're missing one enemy. Where is it? Oh, probably up here. After I get done with this, I gotta call up people because I got a role-playing group to be at. Floor 4 of 10. Perfect timing on grabbing that, too. Didn't have to waste time healing people. Okay. Having fun with it. Having real fun. Damn it, people, we don't need to be doing this. We can just be leaving. But no, we gotta kill all of them. Three more floors with these people. 3 more floors. Can't wait till we're done. One more or 2 more floors with these people. What are you doing? Okay, 2 more floors. 2 more floors. boss. Doing it to the tank. Because he's also naming himself after yoga. This is going to be it after we're out of here, folks. I got to call it for now. I got stuff places I should have been already. Or that I'm late to get out of. That's because it's Palace of the Dead, and those levels only count for Palace of the Dead, their mom. Those levels out in the actual game mean Jack Diddley. Well, anyway, I got a role-playing group to be at, so I'm going to call it for now. I will be back tomorrow with more Conjury. I'm having fun playing a healer for a while rather than having to worry about DPS. I'm actually getting into queues at a decent time rather than having to wait 30 friggin' minutes. So thank y'all for watching. Like, follow, and subscribe if you're enjoying the show. This has been Harmony Muse. Thank you and have a wonderful evening.